Well, there you have it, folks. We got a new interim head coach officially confirmed by the Montreal Canadiens. Martin St. Louis is taking over as bench boss of the Canadiens. Wow. Uh, Interesting hour, 2 hours here for the Montreal Canadiens. First reaction for Marty coming behind the bench. It's exciting. Not a name I would have expected. The guy is literally never coached at the professional level ever. He's currently coaching an under 13 team, I do believe. And with the state of the world right now, I'm not sure how much coaching he's actually been able to do. But nonetheless, he's a highly respected former NHL player, Hall of Famer, Stanley Cup champion. And we've seen Kent Hughes in a few different media availabilities mention modern coaching, and he's pointed to guys like Rod Brendamore who entered into the NHL behind the bench with no experience. So Marty takes over for the Habs as coach, gets the interim title. Now, I have to say, this is a decision that cannot be made lightly. So whoever is going to be the Habs' next non-interim coach, they've got to be behind the bench for a very long time. I've referenced in my last video, not wanting to end up like the Edmonton Oilers or the Buffalo Sabres in that purgatory twilight zone of never being able to compete, stuck in the middle, usually outside of the playoff situation. I mean, I'm kind of describing the Habs in their current state, but nonetheless, I mean, whoever becomes the next full-time head coach of the Habs, they need to be around for a long time. So I'm hoping this summer there is a full coaching search done, and with Marty getting a fair shake himself as well. So we'll have to see how it plays out, but I'm excited to see what changes Marty implements behind the bench, especially to start. Personally, I think the main focus is just going to be morale in the room. Positive atmosphere, taking the the weight off a lot of these guys' shoulders. And I've kind of referenced that a bunch in the past few months here. The reality is the team is not making the playoffs, but they do have, 40 or so games or whatever left. There's a lot of games left, and you don't want the next few months for this team to just be miserable and for them to be, just hating their day-to-day lives. They've got to finish these games out, and they've got to build on, build for something for next season. They need to enter this offseason feeling good about where they're at and where they're going to go as a franchise, as a team. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of changes to this team, even just in the next few weeks as we approach the trade deadline. A lot of changes coming, so I think the main focus will be not systems and none of that, but just keeping the morale light and the atmosphere in the room positive. And I think Marty can really, really help with that. Now, in terms of what Marty can bring to this team, especially just as a person and as a leader, he had to overcome a lot of obstacles in his early NHL career. A lot of doubt was thrown his way because of the size that he is and was, to start his hockey career. Small guy, and he became a pioneer for his play style in the modern hockey era here, and ended up in the Hall of Fame and as a Stanley Cup champion because of it. So he brings a winning pedigree and also a never give up type of attitude, and I absolutely love that, and it's very exciting. And I've always been a huge fan of Marty, and I think he's a great person, and he fits the all class mantra that this organization likes to trot out. So I'm excited. I mean, not a name I would have expected. It was easy to go into the easy names to start, like the Patrick Waughs or the Alain Vigneaults. But that's not what they did. And it's interesting to see, this management group finally make some pretty crucial decisions here. Starts with Dom Ducharme getting fired. And like I mentioned, I don't think he was the main problem. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit here and say this season has been good for him. And you know what? Maybe he did lose the room. I can't say yes or no. I don't think anyone can. But, all the players have said publicly anyway, that he didn't. And, Luke Richardson, the assistant coach, met with the media today and said that he didn't feel like Dom was losing the room. But I guess what are they supposed to say? I'd be more interested to know what was being said privately to Gorton and Hughes. They ended up having to move away from Dom. That's what happened. So, maybe it was, hard to see this team continuing to be blown out, especially last night against the New Jersey Devils, one of the other horrible teams in the NHL this year. So, you know what? It is what it is. We're here with Marty St. Louis. It's all about the future. It's all about moving forward now. And that's what this team's going to do under Martin St. Louis. And looking forward to it. Guys, let me know what you think about this hire down in the comments. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Marty St. Louis is kind of the perfect coach for Cole Caulfield. Anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think of this hiring of interim coach Martin St. Louis. And let me know... just in general, your thoughts of what's gone on in the last couple hours here. Kind of crazy, but at least we have things to talk about, and at least we have reason to be excited now. It's been a really tough season, I think, for all of us. Hopefully these decisions have made, portions of the fan base come back together, So... interesting, guys. That's my immediate reaction. We'll get more in depth with it here soon. Maybe I'll bring on a guest, something like that, and we'll go back and forth. But nonetheless, thank you guys for all the support. Sorry I haven't been able to do videos consistently lately, but I could not miss, getting my 2 cents in on what's going on lately. So cheers, and yeah, thanks for all the well wishes. I know I mentioned in my last video I'm going through COVID right now. Mild symptoms, so nothing to be worried about, and all the kids are kind of dealing with it too. But everyone is fine in the house, and I appreciate everyone's well wishes. Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go, baby.